Oh my goodness. Now we can explain this image from SOHO, the Solar Orbital Heliospheric Observatory satellite, the solar satellite SOHO. Man, it took me this long to finally decode this image. That is one gigantic hand that appeared, and it looked like objects, but you don't see not a single object, you see just luminous things and trails. Well, it's not luminous thing or trail, it's a freaking hand protruding from the fabric of space. Look at that. When I take the drawing off, you see that it matches perfect with what I just did with this deal right here and drawing. The hand grabbing the cylinder. Just imagine how big that hand is. The sun is the size of this white circle right here. That's the sun right there. Let me put the sun is this white circle. That's the sun right there. Just now look at when I take the writing off, then it will make sense to you what this is. Look at that. That's one gigantic hand, my goodness. NASA has never tried to even, they delete all these images to start with. You cannot see this anymore in the SOHO image theater. They don't allow you anymore because of that. This hand goes this way, like this. Like they're grabbing something. That something is the cylinder that contains the divine laws of the universe. And it matches perfectly like this. Wow, man, that's incredible. It took me 20 years to decode this image. That's insane, but it is. Finally, I got it. That's a hand in every which way, but enormous. Look, the sun is the size of this white circle. Just think about how big that hand really is. This is the sun right here. And that's a plate, the protective plate that protect the optical camera from getting burned by the excess of energy from the sun, the radiation. Look at that. And I could not figure out what this was because I didn't know this deal. Look at that. It's three-dimensional. That's why it's so difficult to decode this deal. Well, you start seeing hands everywhere there. Look, that right there is a small hand, that's a finger, that's another finger, but NASA blurred the crap out of this deal. And this was in a moving motion. Look, wow, man, that is incredible. Even back then, I started to see that was a finger. Yeah, check this out. I'm doing the drawing of what's there. I thought it was an object. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even know that that's what it was, a hand. I just drew what was there. All I did was the outline of what's there. So those are fingers. Check it out, like this. That's one enormous finger, that's another finger like that. And you can see the round part of the finger. And there's another one right here. And that was 15 years ago. I did that without knowing that that's what that was. A dang hand. All I did, look, the spherical objects right here. There's a bigger sphere, but not really a sphere. It's a fingernail from a smaller hand. And then you can see the other hands, the ghostly outlines. Look like that. And that's the thumb for this small hand. You can see right there the outlines of the fingernails. Wow, man, amazing. So now we're coming back to review the images because nobody could decode this image. Look, you can see the outlines there. I mean, you can see perfectly the outlines. So that's the image, the panoramic view of that multiple weird image. Look at that. That's why it was so strange to see all these objects going in every direction. Not really, it's just hands. Energetic manifestation of the hand of God. That's what that was. Let me do the full deal right here. This is the thumb. Oh shit. That's the index. That's the middle finger. That's the ring. And that's the pinky. And their fingernails. And you can see in the thumb, you can see the outlines of the fingernail too. Just think about that. If I am not correct, how come the drawing matches perfectly with that? See, down here, they look like an object. That's not an object at all. It's a fingernail from another finger. Enormous. Look. How come we didn't get any announcement from NASA? That should be a heck of an event. So there is a electromagnetic vehicle right there, a cylindrical object. It's probably creating the trails on the, see, look, the ghostly energetic manifestation of another hand, and it's a cylindrical object, part of it. All of that is related, all of it. That's from the same source. The cylindrical object create things. The EMVs, electromagnetic vehicles. There's no vehicle in the sense that they carry people. They carry energy and crystals and shit, probably crystals, more likely. Crystals have infinite energy. So that's probably what they are made with inside. Now, James Horak say that there's souls inside that. I don't know about that. I just don't know. I think just the energetic mind of the creator is there. Because when you think about this, you have to think celestial in big ways. So check that out. So that's one image. Now let's check out the let's see another image that there's 110 images unexplained. Let's see which one here is 112 of them. I will explain each one of them. Look, that's another one right there. Check it out. Same thing. Look at that. The exact same thing. Look. And one gigantic something. Just look at the width of this gigantic something. That's the width of that. But you can see the trails of another hand like that, the exact same way that the other one was. There ain't no shower or meteor shower, that's just a hand. The fingernails are clearly showing. Look at that. The spherical objects. Well, let's look at it closer. They're square. They're not spherical anything. There's a fingernail. Look, that one right there. That's a freaking fingernail. Oops. Too long. That's a fingernail right there. They're all the same. There's so many of them. Look, this one, I can see how it's made. This one comes from diagonal, like that. Oh, what a shitty drawing, golly. Just difficult to do it with a mouse. See, they're all squarish, round on one side and rectilinear on the other. And only a fingernail can look like that, look like this. That means that the hand is curling this way. Like the other one I did, that was in a vertical. See, there's the other fingernail. And the other hand, the other finger. See, the hands are like this. They come this way too.